ladies, it's Christine Vicente with Queen City Stamp Art, and today I'm going to be sharing the bonus project that was in your kit from the Paper Share Pajama Party. So you're probably wondering what these little goodies are for, and I'm going to show you that now. So I thought it would be fun to use the 6x6 to show you a way that you can use the 6x6 paper in your kit to create little treat holders. And you can use this all year round. It doesn't just have to be with the non-seasonal papers. You could even make these treats for Christmas or Thanksgiving or for other reasons why you would want to have a little treat or favor. But basically, we're going to be making a little treat holder out of one sheet of 6x6 paper. So even if you have 12x12 sheets, you can cut them down into quarters and use the 6x6 pieces to create this cute little box. And I'm going to show you how to do this, or it's like more like a little treat bag really. But we're going to use the little kit contents to decorate it, and you're going to want to pull a sheet out of one of your paper packs. I'm going to use the Bright and Beautiful paper pack to create mine. You'll also need probably a corner rounder if you would like. This is kind of optional, but you'll probably want to corner round a couple of the bottom flaps just to make sure that it's a nice neat finish. You'll need a hole punch. I'm using a 1/8 inch hole punch, but you can use a 1/4 inch as well, to create a little circle, a little hole in the top to put the ribbon through so we can seal the bag. You'll need some scissors to trim, because we're going to be trimming up to create some of the flaps for the bottom. And you'll need some really strong adhesive. So I always recommend tear and tape whenever you're making a gift bag, but liquid glue would work. And of course the Stamp and Seal Plus is also a great option. So I'm going to set these little pieces aside. These little tools and my kit, and I'm going to pull a piece of paper from my gift bag, from my selection here. And I think I'll just use this little star piece. That's perfect. It's non-directional, which makes it a little bit easier, but I will talk you through the direction if you're using a directional sheet, okay? You're going to need your trimmer so we can do some scoring, and I'm going to walk you through the scoring portion of this. All right. So basically, you want to determine which end, if the paper was directional, like see this is directional, it goes from light to dark. If I wanted this dark area to be the bottom of my bag, I would want to score this line first at 1 3/8. So you're going to want to put whatever the bottom is to the left of your score line. Okay, for your directional paper. My paper isn't really as directional. I guess it is. These stars are a little bit lighter at the top and they go dark down. So I guess I'll do that too. So you're going to put the bottom section of your bag to the left of your score line. And you're going to want to score this at 1 3/8. Your scoring blade. So 1 3/8. Okay. Then we're going to turn it so that the score line is toward the top. And you're going to slide your paper to 1 3/8 again. And you're going to score it just to the horizontal score line. So you're making like a little square. So right down to the horizontal line. Then you're going to score it at 2 3/4. So move it to 2 3/4. And this time you're going to score it all the way down. So score the whole sheet. Then you're going to slide it again to 4 1/8. And you're going to score it just to this horizontal line. Okay. And then the last score is at 5 1/2. Move it to 5 1/2 and score it all the way down. So you can go ahead and rewatch that if you need to get the scores right, but that's the scoring for this bag. Now we're going to take and fold on that horizontal score line. And I'm going to use my bone folder to give it kind of a nice little crease. And then we're going to take and this little tiny section here, I don't know if you can see it, but this little tiny flap can be removed. So pull out your scissors. And we're just going to completely remove this little flap. Okay, just like that. And now what we need to do is these 4 little squares need to be made into little flaps so that we can close the bag. So you're going to want to take your scissors and just trim all the way up to that horizontal score line right here. So you're left with 4 flaps. So it's just like this. You've got this tab, this narrow tab, you've got 4 flaps, and you've got these 4 sections for your box, okay? Now, one of these 2 sections is going to be the very bottom of your bag. So for this, you're going to want to just pick one, and it doesn't matter which one. It can be either of these 2. You'll just pick one, and you're going to want to corner round the 2 outside corners, just to make the bag neat. Now, you don't have to do this part, but it does make a little bit neater finish on your bag. Okay, now we can fold on the other score lines. Okay, so you want to have the inside of your bag up, and then we're going to put some adhesive on this flap. So go ahead and get your tape runner here. I mean your tear and tape or your liquid glue, and put some adhesive on this flap. Okay, and then you're also going to put some on the little corner rounded tab, or the one that you think is going to be the bottom of your bag, either of these 2. Okay, just put some on there. And I like to use my bone folder to burnish it because it helps to get the release paper off a little bit better. And now what we're going to do is pull the release paper off of this piece and fold this piece up to meet it, just like that. And now you've got this part of your bag. And now we can just kind of give it a gentle squeeze like this and tuck all of these little flaps in, and then remove the release paper off of this flap and close up the bag. Just like that. And you've got your little bag. Now, these are really great for holding like a little nail polish, or they hold a little, a miniature, like a travel size hand lotion, and a little tiny, like a 4-inch emery board is really cute in here. Of course, candy of all different types is great for this bag. Very, very cute. So before we seal it all up, you'd want to fill it with whatever treat you're going to put in there. And then we'll do a little decorating with your bonus kit. So I just gave you some little components to make a really easy decorative panel. So the first thing we're going to do is glue the little piece of vellum on. So you just want to put a little bit of adhesive in the center of your vellum. This will be covered by the little sentiment panel, but it gives it a little platform to rest on. Then we'll stamp. I'm going to use some Night of Navy ink. And you'll want to stamp your little sentiment on here, whatever it's going to be. I'm going to do happy birthday to match my birthday card. Okay, now we can use some dimensional adhesive to pop this little panel up. And I'm going to keep those little dimensionals close together because there's not a lot of surface area. There's kind of a curve. And I'm just going to center this on the front of my bag, like that. And then I'm going to use this little sprig as a decorative piece. So I'll just put a little bit of adhesive on the back of that sprig and just tuck it right in here. Just like that. And then we're going to take our hole punch and we're going to punch a hole in the top here, about 1/4 of an inch down from the top. And then we can feed in our little bit of boho blue ribbon. And if you didn't pick a paper that this ribbon would go with, you can pick any ribbon from your stash to finish up your bag. So what you do is you feed it through, and then you want to kind of pair these up so they're about the same length. Then we'll take some twine, the twine in your bag, and we're going to wrap the ribbon with the twine and tie a little bow. Just like that. And then you can just trim off the tails from your bag, just like that. I mean, from your ribbon. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm sorry. Trim off those tails and then trim the little tails on your twine as well. And you've got a finished little bag. And this will probably match up with one of your one of your cards. You could use some other paper that coordinates with this and this creates a really, really cute little gift bag. So I just wanted to give you another idea for using designer series paper, especially the 6x6 size. You can create bunches of these for Christmas. You could sell them at craft fairs. You could give them as teacher gifts or gifts to coworkers. It's just, they'd also make a really cute favor at the dining room table for, you know, any of the upcoming holidays. So just another fun idea, and I hope you enjoyed. Thanks so much for being part of it.